Part 5, the appendix. The appendix is a continuation of basic shots showing special setups that we recommend you try one at a time on a nearby pool table, if that's at all convenient. Combining draw with English. You may have noticed several times in the game section, English and draw were combined to position the cue ball.
In order to play position on this 9 ball that's down the end rail here, I have to shoot the 8 in the corner.
Of course, you have to apply draw to bring the ball back to the end of the table where the 9 is. The trouble is, in this case, draw alone leaves the cue ball on the wrong side of the 9.
But I want to get over here.
Ideally, you want to end up with the cue over here. So, next try, hit the ball at 4 o'clock. This puts both draw and right English on the cue.
And draw straight
After
back.
contact, in addition to drawing back, the cue ball veers right, leaving it in just the right place to hit the 9. There's nothing special about this particular 3-ball setup, or any of the other setups which follow. Try them as shown, gain some mastery, then invent other setups. English, too much, too little, just right. Let's take a closer look at English. As often as not, English is used as part of a bank shot.
There's no way to make the 8 ball direct, so I've got to kick it in by hitting one rail over there.
Here's a bank shot in which left English is used to influence the rebound to the left. We already know to hit the ball left of center to affect left English. Now, as you practice this, you will discover very quickly that different amounts of English will affect the angle of rebound. Too little English, and the angle is too small.
If I put too much English,
more English widens the angle of rebound. In this case, English carries the ball too
I'll
wide.
miss it underneath, like that, see? And if I use just the right amount of English.
The point is, just hitting the cue ball off
Then I
center
will
isn't
make it.
enough. You have to develop a sense of how much, how hard, and how far off center to hit the cue ball. This is a matter of feel, not formula. English, imparting English to the object
If
ball.
I put too much English on this cross-side bank, I will come below the pocket.
A cue ball can be used to carry spin to the object ball. Left English on the cue ball imparts right English to the object ball. Now the object ball has right English. The angle of rebound is wider than it would be
And
with
if
no English, in this case too wide.
I don't put enough English on it, I'll miss it short.
Again, left English on the cue ball imparts right English to the object ball. Here, too little English
the
narrows
side
the angle of
pocket.
rebound. Remember, only
The
practice
right
can give you the
amount.
feel and timing to master banks.
And if I hit it properly with the right English, it will go right in the middle of the pocket.
English, natural and unnatural. English which widens the angle of rebound is called running or natural English. In this case, Minnesota puts right English on the cue ball, causing it to veer somewhat more to the right after contacting the cushion.
This is natural English right there, see? And each time I hit that same place, it'll go a different place. See? Okay, see? Now,
Left English will narrow the angle of rebound. English that narrows the angle of rebound is called unnatural or reverse English. The white line shows the path of natural
Look where
English.
the ball
blue,
goes.
unnatural
See?
English.
Like day and night. And each time it'll go a different place. See?
There are an enormous number of subtle forces acting on the cue ball, such as table friction, table slant, cushion bounce, and so forth, which will affect the results of your practice. But when all is said and done, you will find yourself allowing for table variations without a second thought. Hitting fast and slow. We've just seen how English affects the angle of rebound. Speed has a similar effect.
Like this bank here is straight cross corner, and if I hit it with a regular speed, it'll go straight cross. But if I happen to hit it too hard, it shortens it up.
Hitting the ball fast narrows the angle of rebound.
But if I happen to hit it too hard, like this here, I'll miss it on this side of the table. See, it shortens it up, see? And if I hit it too easy, I'll miss it on the long side.
Hitting it
see?
slowly increases the
And then
angle.
you just play. See, in the English, you'll get it, see, it brings it all the way down there like that. But the banks is a very difficult thing.
In practicing banks, be aware of English and speed. Too much or too little of either will affect the rebound angle. With this and all of the following exercises, the beginning player should rewind and review. If you're conveniently near a pool table, stop the tape and practice each exercise before continuing on. The diamond system. Around the border of every table are marks, usually in the shape of diamonds. These are placed as a guide for bank shots and numbered as shown. From this position, for example, if you aim the cue ball to hit diamond number 3, the ball will rebound to the center diamond on the far rail, and from there to the number 2, then to the corner pocket. If you aim for diamond number 2, it will rebound off a different set of diamonds. Shooting from one diamond to another will cause a continuous series of hits on the diamonds around the table, and these can be calculated in advance. How?
First of all, I just told you that 5 corresponds with the corner, see? And 6 has to correspond with 1. And 6, this is 5, 6, 7, 8, and this is 5, 6, 7, 8. It's all according to what side of the table. See, and 6 corresponds with 1, see? Now I can't hit that ball, and I'm at 6, see, right here, see here? So I want to come off a 6, so I know that 2 corresponds with this corner, 3 corresponds with 6, see? Now, I take 3 from 6 is 3, and I go in there, look here, I'll just show you. See here? Not only different, the speed is different and everything else. Speed, everything. And that's the whole thing, like a spot like
Diamonds
this.
are a banker's best friend, but let's face it, it's a major study, and one we can't hope to do more than touch on here. Suffice it to say, as your expertise increases, the diamond system awaits you, and all those intricate bank shots in your future. Good luck.
See, I'd make that shot. One of them other players would never make that shot. See?
Now, just for fun, freeze the frame here and try to guess this next bank shot. Freeze. How'd you do?
See?
One more thing. As you review this tape and practice the exercises, don't be discouraged if you don't quite match up to Minnesota Fats. Remember, he's been playing for just a few years now, and he's the greatest.
Balls on the table yet, you know what I mean? And I was shooting at the 8, see, but I was blocked. You understand? See? I was blocked, see, like this here. And all the balls, it don't mean nothing. I can put 50 Coke bottles on the table and shoot right around, twice around the table and kick a ball in. And this is what I did. There. So then Muhammad Ali reached over to me and he says, if you are the greatest and I'm the greatest, there's not room enough in Chicago for 2 of the greatest. And I said, Junior, you have to leave. And he said, why do I have to leave? I said, did you ever hit the mat? He said, I hit it once. I said, I never hit it in my life.